One of the most painful things that have happened to me in recent times was some time ago. Then I was very tender, young. I was still in my parents' house. My mother was with my single mother, and we are not rich. We are not in the middle class. We're struggling to survive. One fateful day, um, this just came to my house around those kind of 2 p.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. And they just burst into my door and like, "Are you Mr. Gift?" Yes. In their eyes, you were too small. Then I was like, this kind of 10 and 14 years old. Like, "Are you sure?" "Yes, we are come with us." That was the first day I got into the police station. So I was there. I don't even know what happened. My mother was crying, but my mother said something. Said, "In as much as my son is innocent, the same leg will take go, and the same leg he will take come back." You know, I was eventually arrested at NRA police station, and I stayed there for like 1 week plus, and we still don't know what we did. And the way they arrested me, that's how they arrested like five others. And they said they were drilling them, beating them, trying to confess and say what they don't know. Until on 2 weeks, I spot some community leaders, and I was now thinking, oh, thank God, I don't see which this matter, will settle. So, to my greatest surprise, they came to even worsen the case. From there, they transfer us to State CID at Asaba, which is I spent 1 month at State CID. When I got to the State CID, that place was one of the worst places anyone can ever be. So I went there and I was like, the most youngest among all the criminals, among all of them. It was at State CID Asaba. That's when we got to know what we did, what happened. Said someone broke into uh, an apartment and he made away with some stuff. And they were now beating the boy under duress, started pointing people, this even Abokima, I point at Abokima. So, long story short, we were there for like 1 month. And guess what? I was treated like a king up to date. Handcuff have not get to my hands. They did not handcuff me. Rather, they were not feeding me. Prisoners were giving me food. The president in the prison was not giving me food. Take me as his son. I sat on the VIP. Anybody came, if you don't want them to beat you, you pay 20,000 naira. You sit on the VIP side of the cell. So I was excluded from the rest of the criminals, and in that place, and funny enough, those people they will tell you to your face that I'm not bad. I used to come to your house to kill, to steal. Different kind of people from all walks of life are in the prison. Innocent, guilty, you know, people waiting for trial. A lot of things are happening. Majority of the people there, I would say they are innocent because I was taken to the station as an innocent man. So they were drilling everybody one after the other to see what they know about the incident. But unfortunately, when you get to my turn, they did not touch me, they did not beat me, they did not even do me anything. Rather, you didn't know that I went to prison. I was very lanky. I being robust. But the shocker is that something really, really happened when I was in prison. On my going to the prison when we were just coming down from the bus, I will never forget this. I saw my elder sister. Her name is Mam. And he saw me like, gift, what you they do for you? I said, sister, see what you did. I've been fine. They could even say what they just took me inside this station, Stacy ID, and I was there. So I was feeling a lot of relief that thank God I don't see somebody when I know. It will come definitely because he is well connected and all that, and he is familiar with the Asaba and everything. But to my greatest surprise, till this day, as I'm talking to you, he never asked me how far about that case. How far? How did you get out? Nothing. What happened? He didn't have people ask me. He didn't hear my side of the story. Maybe some people might have judged that these guys are suspects from breaking an entry, and he obviously took that. And he didn't even meet me, and I was so heartbroken. So heartbroken. So heartbroken. This was my sister, the same father, different mother. What could she have done? At least, I'm not saying you should bring money to release me. Show interest. Come the next day, give me food. Don't even release, just bring food and come and hear my own side of the story. What happened? But no, that was one of the most painful things that's happened to me. So, long story short, my mother brought a lawyer, and I was released without no scratch on my body, nothing. Just as my mother said the first day that I was detained, the leg where my pikin take go na so e go take go in as much as it's innocent. That's how I went and I came back for over. I stayed there for about 1 month, 2 weeks. And during this period, there's nothing like handcuff up to this day. Handcuff have not gotten to my hand. I've not been drilled, I've not been beaten, nothing happened. All thanks to God. The another painful thing that happened to me I will never forget was when I was in Selico, and where I was born in that house, one room apartment, and we were unable to meet up with our rentage. You know that the landlady and his son came and broke the door from our house, broke the window, and we were there for like 2 weeks without the door, without window. I was crazy. I was there. My sister was there, my mother was there, everybody was there. It wasn't a nice experience. Eventually, we move out of there under duress and we moved to Udu Road. Udu Road was like we get to like a Jigule kind of settings then. So we were there, and the house we stayed, there was no toilet, and it started raining for a while. I built a cage. That's how come I sustained this car. The zinc of the cage caught me when I was trying to carry it. So we're there, and at Udu Roads, guess what? The water was coming out from the ground. All our pictures, childhood memory pictures, everything got spoiled. That was worst. That was a crazy experience. If we want to use the toilet, we have to tie it on cellophane and throw it to the bush. It was like that. And things was not always like this before. My mother was well to do before. She had cool, has a car, and things went um, upside down, and everything that my father left after he had me like 5 years after I came, and he had my kid bro, and that was it. So each time I think of giving up, I look back and I saw what I've been through, where I'm coming from, and I see a lot of reason to move on. The journey has not been smooth. It's not really been easy, but I think compared to where I was coming from and where I am today, there's a tremendous progress. And today, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, but I'm not where I want to be. But a lot of progress. All thanks to God. I'll tell you guys more stories. Part two. Watch out for part two of this episode. I'll see you guys later.
Wow, this is nice.